Alfonso Mackenzie is the moral center of the ensemble cast of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Not only does he serve as an older brother to characters like Fitz and Daisy, but he also looks out for the group as a whole and tends to just steer them in the right direction. But while Mack at first glance when we meet him is a stereotype of just a general muscle character, he's so much more than that when we learn more about him. He's a really deep and conflicted person who spends much of the show wrestling with his own religious beliefs and how they apply to the situation that the team goes through. In Season 2, it was clear that the writers knew exactly where Mack's character was going. He aligns himself with the real S.H.I.E.L.D. because it's what he believes is right, but by no means is it an indicator that he does not care deeply about the core team, the main characters, especially Fitz. There's a really integral scene in Season 2 where the real S.H.I.E.L.D. is invading the S.H.I.E.L.D. base, and Mack is yelling at Fitz to get away from the wall that's about to be blown. And that's when we knew that Mack cared so much about the group, even though he believed that what Coulson was doing was wrong. It didn't mean that he didn't care about the people who he'd spent this much time with. And just throughout the show's run, Mack's character is extremely prominent, which honestly initially led me to believe that he was going to die at the end of Season 5, which actually became a good twist because Mack's decision to save Robin ended up causing Fitz's death, which I didn't see coming. And his story and his character growth often centers around family. So it made sense that he would be saving the daughter. It made sense that he would be saving Robin's mom. In Season 3, just further driving home the point that Mack is all about family, his major point of growth for him is that his brother finds out that Mack is a part of S.H.I.E.L.D. And then later on in Season 4, we find out that Mack had a daughter. And the Season 4 arc with Mack's daughter is so subtle and so well done. Early on in the season, we hear him talk about the movie Shopping Mall. And then we also find out they had a daughter. And once we get to the framework, we find out that his daughter has been brought back in the framework. And it's really funny because her favorite movie is Shopping Mall. It's just these little subtle remarks. But the real heartbreaking moment is first when Mack refuses to leave the framework at the end of Season 4. He doesn't want to leave because he doesn't want to leave his daughter. And then the scene of his daughter disappearing within the framework honestly brings me to tears every time, because it's acted so well and so masterfully by both Henry Simmons and Yo-Yo. They both do such an amazing job. Season 6 and 7, Mack faces an entirely new set of problems. Following the end of Season 5, he becomes the director of S.H.I.E.L.D.
The truth is, I can't.
It honestly reminds me a little bit of U.S. Agent in The Falcon and Winter Soldier and how he's trying to take over the mantle of Captain America. Mack is trying to take over the mantle of Coulson, except U.S. Agent sucks and I hate him. Wyatt Russell's doing an amazing job playing him, but I hate the character, which is what we're supposed to feel. But I don't hate Wyatt Russell. I think he's awesome. And in Season 6, Mack has to struggle with not only somebody who looks like Coulson, he also has to struggle with his relationship with Yo-Yo, as well as the search for Fitz. Just three crazy things, and we see him struggle with that. We see him fail. Because in the end, the team fails. They're on the run from the Chronicoms because they were just too spread thin to do anything. Season 7 brings Mack's greatest hardships, however. Not only does he find out that his parents were replaced with Chronicoms and had been dead for quite a long time, we also find out that they're in a different timeline, which kind of throws them for a loop and kind of, in my opinion, made the season's hardest moments not as important and they didn't hit as hard. once there's the reveal that they've been in an alternate timeline the whole time. But the death of Mack's parents sends him in a real downward spiral, and it surprisingly makes him the perfect character to be paired up with Deke, which I didn't expect. Because of Deke's trauma with his own family and having his parents die at such a young age, he knows what Mack is going through to an extent, and Deke just has such a compassion and unwavering loyalty to the people who care about him, because growing up in the lighthouse in the future, he didn't have anyone. So now that he has this group of people who care about him, he doesn't want to let them go, and he'd do anything for them. So Deke just has unwavering loyalty to Mack. And loyalty is the wrong word, actually. Loyalty implies that he owes something to Mack. Deke has unwavering compassion. And he shows him that just because his parents are gone, it doesn't mean that there aren't people who care about him and people who will help him and people who will lift him back up. And by the end of the show, although the ending is a tad rushed in my opinion, Mack really comes into his own as a leader of the new S.H.I.E.L.D. He's so confident, and the scene of him on the helicarrier is fantastic. And I swear to God, if Marvel doesn't bring it back for the movies, I'm going to be so mad. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. has so many amazing characters who deserve to be brought back for the movies. Anyways, if you liked the video, make sure to subscribe, because I notice on my Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. videos, barely anybody is subscribed. Y'all, you watch the videos and then you don't subscribe. How are you going to see when I do more Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. videos? Okay, bye guys.